Hey, Danny K, come to you from Danny K General Wellness. Today's tip comes to you from Sue. She wants to know what is the best way to, like get back into working out when you haven't, been doing it for a while. So how do you get started again? So basically, just do it. It is just that simple. Just do it, okay? Whether it's, starting out small, like, just baby steps, get into the gym, do 5 minutes on the treadmill, leave. Just get back into the habit that and create the habit that you've gotten out of, right? If it's not a gym, if it's a DVD or if it's, going to the school track or whatever your workout regimen was, just start doing it again. Like, obviously, if you were up to lifting, umpteen, whatever poundage that you were up to lifting, maybe you don't want to do that, but just start, just get going, you know what I mean? Like think about what your limits are, think about why, if there were, reasons, health reasons or whatever, as to why you had to stop, think about those things, and if you're all clear, then, just baby steps, just get back doing it, do something, 5 minutes walking on the treadmill, 5 minutes of your DVD, just create the habit again. That's what you need to do. It's creating the habit again, like, because for however long that you've been out of doing it, you've filled those spots or that workout spot with something else, whether it's reading a book or whether it's, just laying around, whether it's shopping, whatever you've, filled that workout spot with, you have to now pull that out and just get started doing it. There's no magic pill, there's no magic, thought or theory or anything behind anything. It's just when you haven't worked out for a while, what's the best way to get started? Just do it. Just do it to create the habit again. You know what I mean? So, like I said, even if it's just baby steps, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, graduate to 10 minutes, if it's a gym setting, get into the gym, walk 5 minutes on the treadmill, leave. Next day, come in, walk 5 minutes, maybe do, a machine or two and then leave, So just create the habit. You have to get back into doing it because obviously you've filled that spot with something else. Like I said, even if it's just laying around, you filled that workout spot with something else, whether it's busy, active, laying around, whatever, extra work, work at the workforce or work around the house, you've filled that spot. So now you have to, and that's another thing too, that people come in, it's like, of course, once you've stopped working out, whether it's because you got busy elsewhere, because you just didn't feel like doing it, you just kind of fell off the wagon, so to speak, or you had an injury that, kept you from working out, for whatever reason that you stopped in the first place, something now has taken up that spot. And yeah, I hear it all the time. I don't have time. I don't have time. You have time. There's 24 freaking hours in the day. And you're telling me that every freaking hour, every freaking 5 minutes is taken up with something? Wrong. Not true. Because you will make time for whoever and whatever you want. Right? So even if your schedule is completely booked and busy, if a friend wanted you to go grab a drink, guess what? Oh, you'd have time for that, right? But when your health says you need to get into the gym, or, your energy level is down, or, you just feel bleh about yourself and you're like, wow, I felt so much better when I did work out, but I don't have time. You have time. You have time to do whatever you want to do. So if it's grabbing a drink with a friend, you have time. If it's sitting on Facebook for 5, 10, 15, half hour, you have time. I mean, hell, get into the gym. If you're just starting and you're walking on the treadmill, you can look at Facebook and walk on the treadmill for 5, 10 minutes, right? So you can multitask certain things, right? riding on the bike. If you come in and you pick the recumbent bike to just kind of get your mojo back into working out again. There are things that you can do. So a lot of times, one, it's the just getting started. What do I do to get started to working out? Because I've not worked out in a while, you just got to do it. And then it's, the excuses start flying. I don't have time, or, this, and this is stopping me and preventing me. The only thing that's stopping and preventing you from doing anything is you. Because you will make time for whatever it is you want to do. If you want to work out, you will make time for it. Even if it's 5 or 10 minutes. And like I've said so many times, with working out, you don't have to do a whole complete hour. Eventually, you have to do X amount of, time of working out and nutrition to actually see the results. But to get started and to feel good and to start feeling good, and you do more, so the better you feel, the more you'll do, right? So, and then the better you feel, the more you do, the more you want to do, the more you will make time for, because you want to do it. That's the key, folks. With whatever it is, if you want to spend time with a friend, if you want to text a friend, if you want to grab a beer with a friend, if you want to work out, if you want to, watch a movie, if you want to read a book, whatever it is, if you want to do it, if your want, like I've said before, if your want is higher and bigger than these other things, than your excuses, you'll find a way of doing it, right? So that's the key too. It's not just what's the best way to get started, because the best way to get started is just put one foot in front of the other and just do it, right? Like I said, even if it's 5 minutes on the treadmill and leave, come in the next day, 5 minutes on a machine, leave, come in the next day, 5 minutes, 2 machines, and leave, next day, 10 minutes, 2 machines, leave. So the thing is just doing it, and really, truly, honestly, anything that you give yourself in working out releases stress, it gets those endorphins going, it makes you feel better, you hold yourself up higher, and the better you feel, when you're emitting like all these good feelings out there, you're going to get good feelings back. So when you feel good, right? And you show that to other people. When you feel bad or down or tired or sad or whatever, you show that to other people. And and then of course you feel down and you feel tired and you feel drained, and the more you tell yourself you feel those things, the more you will feel those things. So it's just a matter of just putting one foot in front of the other, getting in, doing, whether it's the track, whether it's the gym, whether it's a DVD. It's just 5 minutes. Start 5 minutes. Just start baby steps. And the more you do, the more you'll feel better. The more you do, the more you feel better, the more you will do, right? The better you will feel, the more it's a incredible cycle. It's not a vicious cycle. It's a good cycle, right? Because you're going to feel good and you're going to be doing good. So that's the key. Just do it. Just put one foot in front of the other. Just commit to that. That's what you're going to do. And, and then when you say, okay, well, I really do want to get started, and then you find all kinds of excuses, you don't want to do it yet. Just point blank. You don't want to do it yet, because your want is over here with all the excuses. When that want becomes the wanting to work out, and you're not going to make excuses, then you're ready. Then you're, it's kind of like, then you've kind of grabbed the pebble out of the hand of the master, right? Grasshopper, the pebble, never mind, you're probably too young. Maybe some people understand what I'm saying, but anyway. But, so the want is where you're at. So if the excuses are higher than, and greater and overpowering the want to get into the gym or put that DVD in or get to the school track or anything like that, the excuses will still come. So it doesn't even matter what I tell you to do to get started, because you need to get those excuses out of the way and just do it. So, it's not about, I don't have enough time, because you will make time for whatever you want. So if you want the excuses more than you want to work out and get healthier and stronger and, feel better, then that's where you're going to be. So as soon as those excuses leave, as soon as you say, yes, Dani, I want to get into the gym, and you don't have any more excuses, and you make yourself come into the gym, like I said, even if it's for 5 minutes each day until you create that habit and get more and more involved, then that's where you're going to be. So 1, put down the excuses, okay? So how do we get started? We put down the excuses. The only thing that we talk about is what we want. And what we want is working out, feeling better, you know, eating healthier, making healthier choices, feeling better, feeling good, feeling stronger, feeling lean. If those are your wants, then there are no more excuses. And then so just do it, right? So I hope that has helped anybody that's kind of on the fence thinking about, well, it's been a while, I want to get started. If you want to get started, you have to put those excuses away and just do it. Put one foot in front of the other. Walk around the neighborhood for a little bit, you know, and again, it's just small baby steps. 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there until you get more into it. Next thing you know, you're walking 10 minutes and you didn't even realize it. Next thing you know, you're doing 15 minutes and you didn't even know it. So just get started. Just put one foot in front of the other. That's how you get started. And put the excuses away, right? So Dani K Gym of Wellness, DaniKGymofWellness.com. Let me know how I can help you on your fitness journey. Leave me some comments. Tell me how this has helped you, and maybe share some of your experiences with other people that are having this problem that you had. You know, kind of bounced back from. You put those excuses away and you got started. Tell us how you got started. Leave me some comments, guys. Dani K Gym of Wellness on Facebook, DaniKGymofWellness.com. Stay in tune, stay informed, stay motivated. Bye.